Talking about Smirk, right?
I'm talking about Smirk. I just said Durk like 3 different times.
You can't
I heard people talking about Durk, but every time I heard somebody talking about Durk, it was either again, YB or Durk this. It won't never just.
But damn, Durk is already big. Like Durk already big. Like
I'm not saying that he not big.
It's like he's so big to the point where he ain't gotta drop no hits. Like he can just drop music and niggas gonna tune in because it's the fucking voice.
You got a little slob.
Oh shit! Oh shit! And what is up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Sean, no bullshit, and we back. You know what I'm saying? On no bullshit again. Y'all already see what's going on here, man. We doing another reaction video. Banned me on fucking Twitch, y'all. They banned me for no fucking reason. Well, I can't say no for no reason. I might have did something or showed something, but it wasn't purposely, bro. I was on monkey scrolling and it turned into something else. But that's besides the point, man. Today we here talking about Durk. Nah, y'all, I know y'all heard about the whole Durk situation and Durk getting locked up a little bit earlier, and it was a noise when it first came out, but people really stopped talking about it really a couple days after. After Durk got locked, I ain't really hear too much talk about Durk. YB, people will talk about YB when he got released. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't looking that pretty for Durk. You gonna see what they talking about in this video. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, all that you did. We consistent over here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go tune into the streams. We gonna be back live tomorrow. All that. Consistency is key. Let's get into it. And I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what my dog Nate, man. My dog Geek Reacts.
Yo.
Actually known as Geek.
Yo, man, I see we doing the Durk video. I know he probably already done said some bullshit about YB, about being some dick riding fans, you know. Hey man, you know, I'm a YB fan, so I support.
He low-key took the words out my mouth that I said in the intro, but
damn, hey, for real?
A little bit. Like, you paraphrased a little bit, you feel me? But it's alright. We all gonna be friends over here. You know, nobody picking sides and whatnot.
Durk got some good music.
He do got some good music. Hey, I told him they melodic. He check every box for me, personally.
No, I ain't really got into depth with him. But you know, he got some good songs.
Some good songs.
I ain't say some good songs. I just say he got some. Oh,
ain't even gonna do it. Ain't he gonna do it.
The songs I heard, and some of the songs I heard, I ain't fuck with. But some of the songs I did hear, I did mess with. You know,
I fuck most of his songs personally. Like, he rarely miss, but it's alright.
For so long now in rap, it's been a tradition that when street rappers go to jail, it is headline news. And not only is it headline news, but honestly, some guys are more relevant when they're behind bars than when they're out and in the free world. Since 1990, pretty much every rapper...
Like, it's some rappers that when they got wrapped up, then they got locked up, they got way more lit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a couple, like, what's his name? Bobby Shmurda? I ain't gonna say nobody was bumping Bobby Shmurda,
but like after
he went down and shit, he for sure got more turn.
Yeah.
Then you see when he got out,
he just took a different path.
Started dropping straight bullshit. That's how you know niggas like really want no. I ain't gonna say want no artist. You know, I sound like a dick right. I said that, so I'm gonna just say, bro, one of my cup of tea to listen to. Okay, some niggas out here, some Bobby Shmurda fans.
You know, hot nigga, that's it.
You fuck hot nigga?
It's
a classic.
It's a classic vibe.
Rapper that's gone to jail and done some sort of time, even if it's a few months, has had a free them movement.
I know it's a saying, I'm screaming free Jeffrey, can collect calls right off of this celly. Screaming free thug, I'm screaming free slap.
It's crazy he used that though, cause Thug was already lit.
Wait, hold on, go back.
Like he's saying like he's just saying like free Jeffrey, but Thug was already lit before he got locked up.
The saying, I'm screaming free Jeffrey, can collect calls right off of this celly. Screaming free thug, I'm screaming free slap. I keep Jeffrey on my mind, free thug, that's my sign. Free big slime out the cage. Free Larry, free young thug.
With t-shirts and concert tributes, and especially in this modern internet era, a hashtag that trends all over socials. Think of guys like Meek Mill, Kodak Black, Young Thug, Bobby Shmurda. They've all had these types of movements where other...
But I feel like half of them people he just named, Kodak Black, Meat Mill, and Young Thug, they all had their fame before they went into jail.
Well, definitely. Except for
And they still
Bobby.
came out with their fame when they got out of jail.
They definitely all did come out with fame, like, no lie. Like, they was lit. I don't say jail turned Kodak up more, but, like, people wanted more of his music.
Yeah.
Like,
Jail made Kodak drop a little less at first, but then he started dropping more.
and that be the thing. But that's the thing, when these rappers get locked, like, people be wanting their music way more. And so, I wouldn't say that's a good thing, but that's about one of the good things that come with going to jail with being a rapper. But, like, we shouldn't have to be waiting on your music because you goddamn getting locked up, man.
I mean, it's like it differ, like, cause you might not have all the resources you need to be able to put out good music. You might be able to make music, write down music, freestyle and stuff,
But you can't get in the
you
booth.
can't get the audio or all the shit to sound good. You can record over the phone, but like audio,
Nah,
It
bro.
shouldn't-
You need to
not
be in the
gonna be
booth
the
with
same.
headphones on, a professional ass microphone, spin some goddamn rhymes that's gonna make me fucking
hey,
jump out my seat.
YB did one song in the cell over a call. That bit was hard.
I remember that.
I got 4 hours to myself.
That bit was something though.
Other rappers are constantly shouting them out and trying to keep their name alive while they obviously can't because they're behind bars. Yet when it comes to Lil Durk, it feels like he's been kind of forgotten. What's good, YouTube? It's Justice I used to be paying. Today I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Lil Durk and how he almost feels like he's been kind of forgotten. But before I get into that, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do all those things. It helps me out a ton. Lil Durk was arrested by the feds in October of 2024, and this was a huge moment. Lil Durk is looked at as one of the real street rappers in this modern era, and there's always a ton of rumors surrounding Lil Durk and what he's possibly gotten into in the streets and a bunch of speculation, especially when talking about the situation regarding King Von and the Slide for Von movement that was started online. Durk being picked up for murder for hire really wasn't a shocker to anyone that had been paying attention to him and his situation, because it was quite clear that he was trying to, let's just say, get Quando Rondo. And
But you can't just say it was clear, cause keep it a buck. I'm thinking obviously he ain't gonna do nothing, cause he already got the cheese. Goddamn, even though this shit a tragedy, you alive and you still can do it for, you know what I'm saying, his legacy.
Me personally, when he said like it feel like Durk has been forgotten, I ain't gonna necessarily be forgotten, cause like
Nah.
personally, he wasn't like really like main internet talk. Yeah, he was dropping a song, but like
You ain't talking about Dirt.
Durk.
You ain't talking about,
I'm talking about Durk. Like, I ain't really hear a whole bunch of people going crazy about Durk.
you
Like,
not talking about Smirk, right?
I'm
The
talking about
voice?
Smurf.
The
I
voice
just
of
said
fucking Smirk.
Durk like 3 different times.
You can't
Yeah,
be
I
talking
heard
about,
people talking about Durk, but every time I heard somebody talking about Durk, it was either again, oh, YB or Durk this. It wasn't ever just
but
Dirt.
fam, Dirt is already big. Like,
Yeah,
Dirt already
I'm not-
big. Like, he
I'm
don't.
not saying that he not big.
It's
or
like
not.
he's so big to the point where he ain't even gotta drop no hits. Like, he can just drop music and niggas gonna tune in cause it's the fucking voice.
You got a little slob.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You got a little slob with your mouth.
My fault, y'all. I ain't think I was tripping, y'all.
Oh man.
It's the fucking voice we talking about.
And you choking now. You still going.
Alright.
and he had even hinted at possibly being responsible for the Lil Pap situation.
You get triggered by beat the shit out of this little ass, man. What you get triggered by the slide for fun comments. Still, I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for fun. I think they trolling me. Yo, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
Straight snitching on himself. Like, he on the interview straight snitching on himself, talking about, oh, I don't see the slide for Vine comments no more.
Oh.
Like, he's like, I seen that interview, but it's like, I don't know. Ain't nobody thinking that he the one that slid on pad, man. Shoot, some people on Reddit don't put that together. I'm already knowing. And my mouth done disappeared.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot? They kind of chilled out a little bit. I wonder why.
But what's kind of strange about Durk's current situation is the perceived lack of support from the industry, because Durk was one of the most well-marketed and well-networked artists in rap. Durk is a guy who really gets along with everyone in the game. From 2020 to 2023, you damn near couldn't find a rap album without Lil Durk's name on it as a feature. He rocked with 21 Savage, Future.
Yeah, like, it was a time where Durk got in. I ain't gonna lie, I got tired of seeing a Durk feature. Like, even though Durk is smooth, like, his singles good, but, like, he was just playing them features out. It was them TikTok. He was on them all the TikTok songs.
Yeah.
Shit, got them Nardo song, boy, they play that bitch out. They play that bitch out, boy.
Ever since that, Nardo, he really ain't been up on.
Nah, Nardo, ain't gonna lie, this is his recent album. That shit ass, bro. Half the songs he say the same shit. Like it's so ass. Like, I see why he stopped dropping music, low key. But we still fuck with Who Want Smoke.
Gunna, Young Thug, Drake, Polo G, Don Toliver, Trippie Redd, Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, Moneybagg Yo, Kodak Black, Travis Scott, DJ Khaled. He even did a whole collab album with Lil Baby. Durk made a lot of connections in his time as a big rapper. So many, in fact, that people felt like they had to choose sides during the NBA Youngboy beef. There were so many people who felt like they had to choose between Durk or Youngboy. When NBA Youngboy was beefing with Lil Durk, he was constantly complaining about the industry picking sides, to the point in which he made 2 diss songs titled F the Industry. Not F Lil Durk, but F the Industry. He even made a whole diss song where he was kind of like dissing NLE Choppa just for one song because NLE Choppa was picking sides.
Man said kinda. He most definitely dissed Choppa. Most definitely.
Youngboy don't do no kind of diss. If he dissing, he is direct. You gotta catch on to the lyrics.
That's a whole shot he be shooting.
But he ain't pump faking you.
You gonna know it.
He's
He ain't gonna
sending the
feel it.
shot.
Sides. He was siding with Von and Durk. Like, NBA Youngboy even dissed Apple. He said F Apple Music because he felt like Apple Music was mistreating him and Quando Rondo and the rest of the guys signed to NBA due to their affiliation.
I mean, cause like Apple, like they kept some of his music when people were leaking them and letting Apple Music actually put his leaks on Apple Music.
And that's crazy.
And yeah, cause Apple Music don't have leaks for real.
You ain't supposed to. Shoot, you ain't supposed to. Like, if you ain't no artist, you really ain't supposed to be posting your music on there. Supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But see,
I'm
they
saying
said
you
fuck
do that shit on
YB.
SoundCloud, any other shit, but that's Apple Music. Like,
Yeah, you can
this
do that shit
shit
on
supposed to be
SoundCloud.
Legit. The legit.
Anybody can post on SoundCloud. No matter who you are. You could be goddamn dog and post music on
And
SoundCloud.
then also some of his songs were getting like blacked out. Like, you'll go to some of his albums, most of them up now, but like some of his songs like either just got straight deleted from the album. You'll see 1, 2, and then it'll say 4. You don't see no 3.
Yeah, that would have made me mad right there, man. For real.
With Lil Durk. He even made so many connections that the enemies from where he's from claims that he was able to contribute to blackballing them from the industry from making meaningful connections because Durk was already cool with so many people and they didn't want to mess up that relationship.
That's crazy though that Durk had so many goddamn hands and so many pockets though. Like,
Hey, he was a people's person. YB, he was he came from the streets. Durk came from the streets too, but YB, he was a little bit more fucked up in the head than Durk.
but I do got a question though. That title of the video say Lil Durk got arrested. Not NBA Youngboy got arrested.
No.
Where does Kentrell Alden come from?
I'm just stating the relevance.
I mean, we ain't heard from YB shit.
You know, I do see it.
Lil Durk,
It's
Black
been
Ball.
a lot of
But can
YB and Contrell talk, so you know.
I seen him come up, but like, do you really think Durk blackballed YB? He did, but like he didn't.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily. Yeah, I don't feel like he really blackballed him. I just feel like
He turned him up, keep it a buck.
Durk, he just was more chill, so more people was able to work with him and had less issues with him. So with him having less issues, that probably got him more.
Nah,
people.
that nigga Durk definitely, like, niggas knowing him, they would, bro. If niggas know him, they would have did a song with YB. They would not get no song with Durk. Back then,
Yeah, but I'm saying at the time, most people was already more cool with Durk than YB.
most definitely. Cause YB had a whole situation going on though with
Fredo Bang.
oh yeah, definitely. That was a whole lot of shit going on back then, y'all. No cap.
You trying to blackball 63, and then he spoke on that. If y'all rock with them, I ain't fucking with you. You blackballing, bro. You can't say that knowing that you one of the biggest artists out of our city on, bro. So now, anytime they see FYBJ man, well, Durk already told me what time it is on phone number. I can't fuck with.
Which is why it's so interesting that there isn't this like industry-wide push and support for Durk because of how well networked he was. And it's not like we don't have a ton of examples to go off of to compare to Durk. The biggest and most recent one being Young Thug. Now, Young Thug might even be more networked than Lil Durk at this point. Like, everyone loves Young Thug, but we saw how people treated Thug when he was behind bars. There almost wasn't a week that went by where someone wasn't bringing his name up. Like, he was constantly still relevant. And really
I mean, yeah, them niggas did a whole video case, down there, documentary on this nigga. I'm talking about video after video, and it's being uploaded. So yeah, it's gonna be talked about.
But I mean, I
Look,
know you
they
ain't
not
seen
necessarily-
Free Durk. I know you been seeing Free Durk everywhere like you been seeing Free Thug. Like when that
I
when Thug
haven't.
was out, like that shit is crazy. Like I ain't even think of that. Keep it a buck. Like every time I scroll, or I was in the comment section. Like you could be a random ass video, you will see Free Thug.
Or now I just see a whole bunch of Thug videos, Thug out, or
It's alright. I'm finna be that nigga in the comment that say Free Smirk.
biggest difference between
crazy. I was on Warzone. A nigga name was Free Smirk.
I remember that we playing, bro.
A nigga name was Free Smirk,
That shit
bro.
get serious, bro. Real fan.
Hey man, you know Contrell home now. Back in Utah.
Need to drop some music. For real.
how people treated
I mean, recently just dropped the album.
He did recently drop that album. I ain't bumped though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Thug when he was behind bars versus how they're treating Durk is what happened with their albums. Dropping an album from behind bars can often be positive promo for rappers. Like obviously nobody wants to be in jail, but there's no doubt that sometimes somebody being in jail when they're dropping an album can add to some of the suspense and some of the hype and make it a little bit bigger than what the album might have been if they were just out in the free world. When Youngboy dropped Sincerely Control behind bars, it went #1 and it was
I'm talking about. There's an album they took one of his songs out.
Weird.
And this also the album that he got. I got that phone call song. And then damn, it was one more thing I was finna say. I forgot what it was. Something he was saying.
his biggest debut first week that he had at that time in his career with 136K first week. Now, obviously, Youngboy was building his career at the time, and he was just growing and growing in terms of popularity, and that probably was going to be his biggest debut ever regardless. It didn't become his biggest debut because he was behind bars, but there's no doubt that that added a little bit of mystique and a little bit of, like, excitement behind the album.
That's what I was saying about the behind bars. I feel like how he's saying it might help your album grow is because niggas, you really putting in the work. If you dropping songs and you behind bars and niggas realize, know what you doing, like you putting in work, you grinding.
Get back to it.
Hip-hop space participated in the rollout. Some of the biggest names in the industry posted a picture of a QR code which led to a countdown for when the album would come out. Drake, Gunna, Weezy the producer, Metro Boomin, 21 Savage, G Herbo. It felt like a collective effort to help Thug promote because obviously he couldn't do it for himself. Yet when Durk dropped his album, you really didn't see any of that. You didn't see a massive industry push to blow up the album. It just kind of came out.
The album was good. Like their album was good. I just didn't see nobody like really bumping it. Like niggas probably bumped it, but it wasn't like
Being
big as
posted.
it should have been. It wasn't. Cause I think right before he got locked, he was supposed to drop that album like around that time, but he still came out.
Yeah,
on.
I think his album got pushed back.
It did. Shit, probably. I don't know, man.
Out off the muscle of Lil Durk. It was a release with some sort of notoriety because of the name attached to it being Lil Durk, but it didn't feel like a really big deal. You know, when Lil Baby's album came out this year, it still felt like a big deal. When Playboi Carti's album just came out a few weeks ago, it felt.
But y'all know Baby album was ass, though.
I see what he's saying. It felt like a big deal. Both of these albums,
Oh, yeah.
it felt like a big
felt
deal.
big.
But none of them bitches was really hitting on that.
Cardi shit. One. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't listen to Cardi, so I'm gonna let y'all Cardi fans have that. But Baby, I listen to Baby.
He had some hits, about 2, maybe 3.
Had a couple good songs in there. And I say a couple, I mean 2 or 3, yeah. That shit don't make no sense, baby. You was going for like two years and you ain't got like no singles, no album, none of that. But then you gonna come and drop that BS. Like, sick.
Felt like a big deal. When Drake and Party Next Door dropped their collab album, it felt like a big deal. And Durk's album just kind of flew under the radar a bit. Now, Deep Thoughts did go on to sell 64K first week, and that is a pretty solid mark. Like, that's not bad. That's nothing to just kind of, you know, throw out the window and be like, whatever. Like, that's still a good mark, especially for somebody who can't promote the album on their own. But when you compare it to Durk's other projects, it's definitely a lower number than what we typically see. Almost Healed sold 125K first week. So it's definitely a drop off. But again, for somebody who can't really promote their album, I really don't think it was that bad. And what that number tells me is that more likely than not, this album really only hit like the core fan base for Lil Durk. Only the people who really constantly tune into Lil Durk all the time and really still rock with him really heavy tuned into this album. And the casual fans who pop in and out when he's hot may have checked this album out. And the casual fans of rap who just kind of check out anything that's hot going on didn't really check this album out. A lot of the casual Durk fans or people who just kind of tune into the super hot stuff either didn't know that Durk was dropping or they just weren't super intrigued because it wasn't a hot trending topic. In terms of what I thought of the actual album, it's okay. It's all right. You know, it's not his best work, but the album.
I mean, it wasn't no bad album. It was decent. You get me? Like, nigga ain't gotta drop goddamn 10 out of 10 every time. As long as he feeding you.
Isn't bad. I'd say it's probably around the same tier as Almost Healed, maybe a little worse. There's definitely some good stuff on there, like the songs They Wanna Be featuring Future, Monitoring Me, Untouchable, and a few others. There isn't any one song, though, that is blowing up that seems to be a hit at the moment. Vanish Mode is the highest charting song on the album at 63. That doesn't mean that something from the album can't eventually blow up, but that lack of a hit right now probably plays a big factor into why Durk does feel a bit forgotten, because typically with his albums, there was at least one song that stood out as super trendy on social media and TikTok or super high on the Billboard Hot 100. He's been such a major part of hip hop in this era, really from like 2018 until now, that it is just a bit weird to me that his possible lifetime incarceration isn't a story that's constantly.
That is a point though. Like, even though Durk going through all this, why his album wasn't going down? Like, why he didn't get the prison hype like everybody else get?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Is it because he already big? Like, because he already had multiple waves of going up. Like, it ain't like people don't know Durk. Durk like a household name. Bro, you
Household name.
You can't name
That's
it.
like, you could say his name, no, but you saying a household like that bitch in every household listening to this bitch.
Almost like Michael J.
I hope you're not talking about.
Both. Either or.
Yeah, take the dick out your mouth. Put that nigga dick out your mouth. How the nigga locked up and you still got it in his mouth, bro?
I'm just keeping the facts on the table. The voice need goddamn be heard.
Reoccurring in the headlines. Like, you cannot tell the story of rap over the last 8 to 10 years without Lil Durk. I think a big reason for this is that people have already kind of thrown dirt on top of Durk's grave. Like, most people think he's guilty and really has no chance of beating this case. So in people's minds, like, he's already kind of like gone. Instead of having hope that
God damn, he said people mind he already gone. He ain't even give nigga a chance to come back and goddamn make this shit. I guess.
I'm not saying he's done. I don't believe he's done no time soon.
I don't wish that on nobody,
But
man.
you
I
know,
seen what inside that jail look like. That shit ain't it, boy.
he probably just needs time to recuperate.
That's it.
he beats the case and following every little last detail that comes out, like people were doing with Young Thug, people are just kind of deciding to be like, yeah, it's over with, and starting to move on. Also, in modern day rap culture, it feels like we're kind of moving away from the days of fans really caring about rappers when they're in jail and kind of idolizing them in that situation. It just kind of feels like fans just don't really care about that stuff as much as they used to in the past. In my opinion, I think so many of these rappers have kind of fallen back off Lil Durk because they don't want to get caught up in anything he's caught up in, because him and his guys are dealing with the feds.
Most definitely. You see all these rappers getting scooped up, either dying or going to jail, all this. Like, that shit. I wouldn't want to be get caught up in the well.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about they wrapping them up. Like, they taking...
That thing, no, you getting a Rico. Shoot, you fuck with Durk, you getting a Rico. Automatically. Just like Baby.
It's not the state of Illinois or the state of California, the feds. And right now, the law is handing out Ricos like candy. And trying to beat a Rico is like trying to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It's just not gonna happen. The only reason that Young Thug is out right now is because he was dealing with a state Rico. That was not a federal Rico, that was a state Rico. Every rapper right now is walking on eggshells trying to avoid a Rico. They gave 6ix9ine one. They gave Casanova one. They gave Young Thug one. They gave K-Flock one. And there's even rumors that they're trying to give Lil Baby one right now in Georgia. Nobody wants to be a part of this. Nobody wants to be the guy that maybe is just a bit too supportive in Durk and his, mission against the feds, to where now the feds might be investigating you, seeing what you got going on, and maybe even trying to connect you to Durk and the rest of his crew. And also at the end,
I got a question. If they can't put him up on a Rico, say bro just, he got his own strand, right? Lil Baby, he got his own strand.
Yeah.
If he's just selling his own strand, you can't necessarily...
But twin, when you get into the dope game, like, when you start, you won't just stay on one thing. Like, you really got cheese, he ain't just selling that wham. You know Baby ain't just selling that wham. Baby, that's why they coming for you.
You ain't hear from me.
Ain't here for neither one of us. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get locked and drop some better music.
In this video, I just want to nip a narrative in the bud that I've seen online that I think is just completely false, just not true whatsoever. Recently, I saw a clip of 6ix9ine saying that, I tricked Lil Durk off the streets, and I'm the guy who started Slide for Von, and I and the fans trolling Lil Durk tricked Lil Durk off the streets. He let the fans trick him off the streets.
I'm the nigga who tricked him off because I'm the nigga. No, listen. But listen, who started the Slide for Von shits? Who shit was that?
That's just not true. It's just not true. Durk made this decision knowing full and well the consequences of it. He didn't need anybody to influence him. He didn't need Lil Timmy from Idaho to type in his comments, Slide for Fun. This was something that Durk was going to do regardless, because this is just what Durk values in his life. Full stop. Unfortunately, that's just the...
Stay like that. Durk, you a hood nigga at heart. Goddamn, you used to getting back in blood. And
For your partners, you gonna do it.
And now you got the money for it. Now you can pull out a whole goddamn operation. Oh yeah, easy.
The truth, this is what he values the most. Is it incredibly stupid? Yes. Is it incredibly selfish to value taking up some sort of street vendetta over being here to raise your 11, 12 children? Yes. Is it incredibly stupid to talk about the experiences that you had by not having your father in your life due to him serving 30 years in the feds just to go and do the exact same?
Damn, that's crazy. Durk really just repeated that generational curse. His pops was locked for 30 years. He locked for 30 years. Now all his sons finna be locked for 30 years. Free Smirk.
Free Smirk.
Same thing to your own children. Of course it is. But this is what Durk values, and he's made this clear to us since the start of his career. So, me personally, I wasn't shocked one bit by him possibly doing this or being involved in this.
Like, let us know that this what he about type shit. Like niggas think his lyrics was just bullshit, but he really everything he said. I forgot the nigga said, you can't be in the club doing something and your homie died. I don't know. Y'all know it. Y'all know it.
And nobody should be. Nobody should think that, oh, he needed some extra influence from 6ix9ine of all people, from Danny Hernandez to go and do. This is just the type of person that Durk is. Unfortunately for him, his family, and his children. But regardless, that's going to be the end of this video. If you made it this far,
we made it to the end of that bill. Alright, man, that's the end of the YouTube video, y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, by that you did. We consistent on this shit. Hey, what y'all think about this whole Durk situation, though, man? Y'all think he getting free? Y'all think he gonna be goddamn locked for life? I don't want bro to be locked for life. Y'all know, the black man, I need them to succeed. I see myself in every black man. But like, subscribe, man. Y'all make sure to tune into the screens.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
Alright, Geek. Y'all already know it, man.
Geek.
He gonna be in the bio.
Geek.
He gonna be in the bio. Y'all be safe out there, but y'all don't be on no bullshit now.